As we've learned earlier in class, two of the most prevalent types of human trafficking include forced labor and debt bondage. About 1.4 million victims are in the fields of agriculture, construction, or domestic work. Florida ranks number 3 in the nation for human trafficking. In Miami-Dade alone, about 40% of the victims are minors. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Miami's metro area is the 8th most populous and 4th largest urban area in the U.S., with a population of around 5.5 million. According to a new analysis by the Pew Research Center, South Florida is home to nearly 500,000 immigrants who are in the country illegally, making it the metropolitan area with the 5th largest undocumented population in the United States. Restoveks are children in Haiti who are sent by their parents to work for a host household. One example of such a Restovek is Simone Celestin, who is a teen from South Florida, who is just probably one of many. She told a South Florida court that she was brought to the United States from Haiti at the age of 14. For 6 years, she washed dishes, made beds, cooked, and had to hide whenever a visitor arrived at the home. She never went to school and suffered from repeated beatings. She even contemplated suicide after being beaten for not making the bed properly. Eventually, she was able to flee and was taken to an area hospital where she linked up with the Florida Immigrant Advocacy Center. This all happened in about 2007. Haitian American advocates recall about 30 instances that have come to light since 1999. There was a 12-year-old that came forward about being a Broward County couple's household servant and a sex slave for their son. Homestead is about a 20-minute drive from my house. Many don't come forward because where they're sleeping now is better than where they were in Haiti. A lot of them also don't want to register as a human trafficking victim. The State Department has also estimated that 14,500 to about 17,500 of the immigrants coming to the United States every year find themselves in a forced labor situation. In 2016, the Florida Department of Children and Families says Florida has received 1,892 reports of human trafficking. That's about a 54% increase from the previous year. The statewide Council on Human Trafficking implemented specialized training for first responders and other children welfare professionals to help recognize these signs. Another example in Florida is a 9-year-old who was named Anna, to not disclose, her real name, and she was a victim of domestic servitude. She too did not go to school and was forced to cook and clean. Her mother had also been trafficked and was too scared to go to the police. It wasn't until a family member was able to step in that her mother was able to rescue Anna. There are many ways that we can try to help end human trafficking, but we have to look out for signs and not be afraid to speak up. We have to look for behavior signs such as depression, paranoia, and anxiety. There are also signs of physical abuse, and I'm sure we've all heard stories of the controlling boyfriend. I'm sure we've all also come across people just every day that are living in poor living conditions. one of the things we can do is just reach out to them. We can call 911, or we can call the Florida Human Trafficking Hotline. The number to that is 1-800-96-ABUSE.